Hey guys, good morning or good afternoon. Let's see, it is 1 o'clock. Didn't get out in the garage yesterday. I had to go take my company physical, work physical, annual physical. That's always fun. I wouldn't mind it so much if all they truly cared about was the drug test. If they cared about my health, then it wouldn't be a big deal, but you know, got to do it. Today took all our cans and damn mosquito. Went to the recycler, take our cans and bottles, and then loaded my truck up for the dump. Got to make a dump run tomorrow, but had a little time out here. We bought a new bed frame. So I saved our old bed frame because I kind of have a hard time throwing metal away when, you know, stuff's not cheap. But anyway, so I just kind of had an idea here. I was going to make a little sheet metal brake for, I've had to bend some thin sheet metal lately. So I have some hinges. I'm just going to weld these up together. It'll work for what I need it to do right now. It's also just practice for what I want to do. I want to build a bigger one eventually, but I don't need a bigger one yet, so we'll move on to that. I'll drill some holes so I can just mount it to my workbench here. That'll be a good base. But anyway, gonna get the welder over here, and I have flux core in it right now. I don't really want to waste gas on something like this, so I'm just gonna weld it up with some flux core. I'm not a real good welder, so just some practice. But anyway, let's I'll burn this together, and then if it's not too embarrassing, I'll turn the camera back on. All right, I got the hinges welded on here. Actually, I think she might work. I don't know much about making sheet metal brakes except for what I've seen online, but I think it's still hot. I know that for sure now. But I'm gonna cut a couple more pieces off the frame and put a couple handles on here, one on each side, and then give it a shot. All right, guys, got some handles on both sides. Put a little box to this to stiffen it up a little bit because it's a little wobbly. I thought I had a longer piece of this angle, go from this side to this side to clamp down, but I don't, so I'm gonna have to, I'll find something else out here to use. But anyway, I'm gonna go look through my scraps and the other pieces of bed frame. Maybe I have something that'll work, but I think this is gonna be pretty cool. Now, I did learn something: when you're clamping something and welding it, if at all possible, put the threads on the other side. I'm sure that's common knowledge to a lot of you guys out there, but you know, kind of learning stuff as I go here. So that was a good lesson I learned today. All right, well, let's see if I can find another piece of metal. All right, guys, got the first bend here. Well, that was pretty sweet. At least I got it on camera. Anyway, they're not the sharpest bends, but they are kind of what I'm looking for. I want to build a box to cover my windshield wiper motor on my truck. So anyway, I'm gonna mess around with it some more. I just had it clamped on. I'm gonna drill some holes in the workbench that it can, so that I can bolt it to the workbench before I put the brace on it. But yeah, the good news is that's the third time it fell on the floor, and my my welds have held each time. So anyway, back to a little fine tuning. Actually, I guess it's not to get ready for work for me, but anyway, there you go. Bed frame, sheet metal brake. All right, guys, hope you all have a good day, good night, good weekend. If I don't talk to you after that, thanks for looking, watching, commenting. Anybody that subscribed that haven't subscribed back yet, I'm kind of working on it. I just it's easiest to do on the computer. I'm not always on the computer. I watch most of my YouTube videos on my phone, or because I'm out of town. But anyway, thanks again for watching. Have a good night.